The gilded gates of Buckingham Palace are rattling with a tension not seen since the abdication of 1936. Reports have surfaced that King Charles III has finally reached his breaking point, allegedly uncovering a bombshell secret involving Prince Harry that has shifted the royal strategy from quiet endurance to scorched-earth retaliation. As a high-stakes royal summit approaches, the air in London is thick with the scent of a permanent exile. The king, long criticized for his soft approach toward his younger son, appears to have finally unsheathed the sovereign sword. It seems Charles has realized that while you can choose your friends, and you can certainly choose your therapists, you can't always choose the son who writes a 400-page book about his frostbitten nether regions. The titles of Duke and Duchess of Sussex are no longer mere birthrights. They are privileges that have been systematically forfeited through a relentless campaign of controversy. The timing of this revelation is as calculated as it is devastating. With a major royal summit on the horizon, intended to map out the monarchy's trajectory for the next decade, Charles has reportedly realized that Harry and Meghan's brand is a direct parasite on the crown's legitimacy. For years, the Duke of Sussex has played a dangerous game, leaning on his royal status to secure multi-million-dollar deals in America while simultaneously lobbing rhetorical grenades at the very institution that provides his relevance. Let's be honest, Harry is essentially the guy who quits the family business in a huff but still wants to use the company credit card for emotional support, private jets. Insiders suggest the secret Charles uncovered involves a breach of trust so profound it threatens the constitutional stability of the House of Windsor. Whether it relates to leaked internal deliberations or a hidden agenda tied to their California business ventures, the result is the same: the king has seen enough. The controversial prince, who once claimed he wanted a private life, has spent every waking moment in the public eye. He's about as private as a billboard in Times Square. While many believe royal titles are indelible, the legal reality is far more clinical. The Removal of Titles Bill, which has gained renewed traction in the UK Parliament, provides the legislative framework necessary to strip hereditary peerages. While the king can unilaterally remove the His Royal Highness HRH style, the removal of the dukedom requires an Act of Parliament. However, sources indicate that Charles is no longer standing in the way of such legislation. By signaling his support, the king is effectively green-lighting a process that would reduce Prince Harry to Mr. Mountbatten Windsor. This isn't just a change in stationery. It is a total dismantling of the Sussexes' commercial viability. Without the Duke and Duchess labels, their brand becomes just another pair of celebrities in a crowded Hollywood market. If the titles go, Harry will have to survive on his personality alone, and let's just say, the complaining about your billion-dollar family market is a bit saturated right now. Reports of Harry being in a total panic suggest he knows that without the title, he's just a guy with a podcast and a very expensive lawn to mow. The controversial prince. A pattern of self-destruction. To understand why the monarchy is taking this drastic step, one must look at the trail of wreckage Harry has left in his wake. From the Oprah Winfrey interview to the Spare memoir and the Netflix docuseries, Harry has transitioned from a beloved war hero to the most controversial figure in modern royal history. He has portrayed himself as a victim of a cold institution, yet he clings to those royal titles like a toddler clings to a security blanket. Critically, Harry's actions are often viewed not as a quest for truth, but as a calculated effort to remain relevant. His recent legal battles over taxpayer-funded security have been characterized by critics as the height of entitlement, demanding the perks of royalty without performing any of the duties. It's like demanding a gold medal for a race you refused to run because you didn't like the color of the track. By positioning himself as the rebel, Harry has forced the king's hand. You cannot be out and in at the same time, and Charles is finally drawing that clear blue line. Meghan's role and the financial fallout. The revocation of titles would be a death blow to the Sussexes. Empire of Archwell. Experts point out that Meghan Markle's brand is almost entirely predicated on her Duchess status. In the United States, Duchess is a shorthand for global prestige. Without it, she's just another lifestyle influencer trying to sell organic jam in a world already full of organic jam. The critique of the Sussexes' strategy is simple. They have commercialized their grievances. But grievances have a shelf life. You can only tell people your family is mean for so long before they start asking why you're still using their last name. Once this secret, Charles has allegedly uncovered, is fully brought to light, the public sympathy for the exiled prince is expected to evaporate. The king is reportedly preparing to argue that removing the titles is an act of preservation. He is protecting the crown from a son who seems intent on burning it down, and then complaining that the smoke is bad for his asthma. As the summit nears, the message from the palace is clear: the slimmed-down monarchy has no room for part-time royals or full-time critics. By removing the titles, King Charles is sending a definitive signal to the world, and to Prince William, that the crown comes before the family. Harry, caught in a whirlwind of his own making, is now facing the reality that his birthright was never a shield for his behavior.